Bye-bye. Okay, I should be live. Hi, it's me, your Mother Goose Justine, and I am back with another Amberlynn Reed React. I would love to welcome my gaggle back to my flock. Today we're going to be reacting to, it appears Amber almost died again. I'll have a timestamp, so when this reaction begins, it'll be pinned in the comments and also in the description of this video in case you want to skip me chatting. And also, right after it, I want to react to, it's a short one. It's from a Beanbag and a Curry. They posted Amberlynn Reed disrespecting all parents of her girlfriends. I want to watch that with you guys. So all of the timestamps when that one starts too. Hey everybody, let's see who was first. Oh my god, Jamie just gifted 5 memberships just in time. I'm not going to tease what's coming because I keep saying it's going to happen and it doesn't. So, but it is actually soon. So, thank you so much, Jamie. That was really nice of you. Punk Rock Noir was first. They used an auto first bot. So that's how they were first. Next was Ice Tall Latte, Stephanie, Yogi Bear, Cole, Katie, Meow, Tommy. Welcome everybody. So it has been a heck of a past couple days, guys, I gotta say. Okay, so I was gonna go live yesterday, right? I had a plan. I was gonna react to I had a few, actually Jamie sent me a few good ones, and there was just a lot going on in the Amberverse since Destiny spilt the tea that she did. And I've been kind of really struggling because I don't know how to put what I'm going to say. I've been really struggling, guys, because like when I watched Destiny's videos, right? Spilling the tea. Not just I watched the compilations with you guys, but also I watched her actual videos describing what it was like dating Amber, and I was you know, listening, and I'm really struggling because the things that were in these 2 tea videos that Destiny came out with was really heavy stuff. I mean, Destiny's been through a lot. And I feel kind of like I have reacts like these and they're goofy and they're fun, but like this is the stuff that's in these videos is like it's heavy stuff, guys. Like and I've been struggling. Like they were heavy duty, and it's just not as, you know, usually it's a fun romp in the Amberverse, right? This video was spoiled, I'll admit it, because of videos about it, their titles. I know that she nearly dangs chokes on a potato, right? And usually that's the type of thing that we have a lot of fun about here. Sorry for spoiling the video. That's all I know about it. That's it. But anyway, I don't know. I'm having a hard time just goofing off is what I'm saying, because I mean, this is, I mean, I don't even know if I'm allowed to use the words I want to use to describe what it was like dating Amberlynn. I don't even know if I can use the A word. I don't know. But it's heavy stuff in these videos that are unacceptable for anybody in a relationship, and I hope everybody realizes that. None of what Destiny is describing describes a healthy reciprocal relationship, okay? So I feel like I need to get that out there. Like if you're in a relationship that sounds like this was, and I see a bunch of comments about my hair, I'll get to it, but if you find yourself in a situation like this, please don't stay. Yeah, not another sock puppet said, Destiny stories have cast Amber in a pretty dim light right now. And it's nothing that, like for us as haters, right? Like, it wasn't anything too shocking. Yeah, that's the word, Landy. I'm trying to avoid the word, but that's what it is. Right? It's not okay to be in a relationship like Destiny was describing. So Meow, the title comes from Just Jamie, so we were talking and she just said that about this video and I was like, I'm taking that. Because I had a really good title, guys, but I definitely could not monetize the title I had. So, but it was really funny. Oh, it was so good. Anyway. Yeah, Natasha said, unfortunately, this is the product of this personality. Is that what Amber has? A personality? Is that what that is? Exactly. And Jamie points out, I think a lot of people forget that Destiny was very young. Only 20 at the time, and Amber was 25. Oh, think... Hold on. Hold on. Mert! I'm live streaming right now.
Hi.
Is there any way you can get me almond milk on the way?
No, not really. It's pouring rain.
Yeah, I know it's poor. I know my hair loves it. It made my hair big.
I'm in flip-flops.
Yeah, why are you wearing flip-flops on a rainy day? Well, whatever. You're coming home, right?
Nope, I'm going to go get my toes done.
Why are you getting your toes done? Are you serious? You don't want to be in the live stream with me? I was
I'd
hoping...
like to go get... Nope.
I was hoping I could co-opt you to be in it. Or, I don't know if that's the right word, but that's why I started at the time I did, because I hoped that you would stream with me when you came home.
Sorry.
That's what I actually did. Otherwise, I would have went live at 1.
Sorry.
So there's no chance of getting me almond milk.
If I'm feeling up to it after my pedicure.
If you're feeling up to it, and if it stops raining, and if it's not too inconvenient.
Right, after my pedicure.
Okay, all right, I can... I mean, if you can't, that's fine. I'll just go a day without it, I guess. I don't know what the heck else I'm going to put in my smoothies, but whatever. And she hung up. All right, Lori, I need to thank you for your super chat. Lori said, remember your well-being is always worth the trouble. Absolutely. Get the heck out of a relationship like what Amber's talking about. Or what Destiny was talking about. No, Mert never does make time for us, Jamie. It's so frustrating. Anyway. Okay, so, oh yeah, about my hair, my hair just keeps getting better. Anna said your hair keeps getting... I know, it's the humidity, but I have the right products in it. I'll talk about it real fast. I think I washed this 3 days ago, or is it 4 today? I'm not sure. I used this curl cream at first. It's a weather up lotion. It fights frizz, right? I love this. It's like $5 by this brand. I bought this on Amazon. Screenshot it. It's amazing. Okay, so I used the curl cream first, and then I put the gel I use. This is the gel. Weedad Tress Effects Styling. And my hair really loves this combination. So, anyway. Heck yeah, Thornback's got his $14 hemp protein smoothie. I want a $14 hemp protein smoothie. Where do I get one? Well, at least you're door dashing, healthy things. That's good. Right? Lola said Mert is so mean, forcing you to use sink water in the smoothies. Tell me about it. Oh yeah, so to get the root volume, I use root clips. These are from Curl Keeper, not Creeper. I need to make a dedicated video. Anyway, oh, that's another thing. Bitterful said I have to tease my limp ass hair in rollers and tease the... You think I didn't tease this? Do you think this volume just happened? You really think that I did literally wake up like this, but that's because I styled it well days ago, and yes, I tease. I'll show you how I tease. Where's my thing? I gotta make a dedicated hair video, obviously. I waste time. Not really, because you guys can skip this part if you're watching on YouTube. So I tease. This is my comb. I tease, make it look like I have a lot of hair up there when I definitely don't. By the way, I I don't have hair like this. I just make it look like I do. But anyway, this whole teasing root clip thing, I don't know if you can do this with straight hair. I don't know. This is what I do. Because my hair, I keep saying, I literally woke up like this. Creeper, curl keeper. Thank you, Victorian Beauty. And let me put my hair stuff away now so it's not on the desk. But like I said, obviously I have to make a dedicated video. So I will, maybe the next time I have a wash day, which will be not for, I don't know, 3 days, 4, I don't know. It looks good. Yep, and Anna, you know what? I'll make a dedicated video. I will make a dedicated video because, you know what? I think a lot of people, including myself, struggle with the whole volume thing. Especially, I don't know. It's, you know what? I should make a dedicated video about my hair trim because I don't want to keep talking about it every stream because it's kind of boring. Right. Donna said, amazing how the memory returned. Wait, stop. Donna said, amazing how this memory returned just in time to deflect from Dusty T, isn't it? So you're telling me that this is a memory? This isn't even something that recently happened? This is a memory. Is she pulling up an old memory right now? I assume that this is something bad that just happened. You're telling me she's digging up old tea? Right now? It was a month ago, Megan said. What the... It's like a month or two old? Are you kidding me? Why is she coming through with this? In the middle of all this tea? She's only gonna talk about the tea on friggin' Instagram? This is really the route she's going? Considering that, you know what, I guess it's, hold on, how do I put this? So Amber is basically denying everything Dusty said, right? She denied it on, yeah, the live stream is over, bye meow. Like, this is a waste of time. Guys, I'm telling you, Thornback said, quote, my videos are up to date. The timeline is linear. Amber. So, in the middle of all this Destiny tea, and here's the thing, if you have, I don't know how to put this, like, it's not like I haven't had people say crap about me on the internet. And if you have people saying crap about you on the internet that's not true, right? I mean, I would like, and I have ignored it. I've ignored it because why am I gonna? However, that's because that was crap that random people I don't even know was saying, right? I don't even know these people. They're random haters of mine, right? But if it's someone I've known and someone I've dated publicly, like or someone I knew, like Nikki. Let's say you guys know Soundly Awake, right? My friend. If Nikki were to come out with a video saying all this bad stuff about me, that has a little more credibility, right? I think I would feel inclined to respond if Nikki came online and was like, oh, Justine, hit me or whatever, I feel like I would need to respond because, we've been publicly friends. So I think it's kind of weird that Amber's not, I don't know what you guys think about this. I can kind of see both ways how to handle this, but Lori said, lies can be proven false. Truth can't be proven false with deflection. No, Punk Rock Noir said Justine throws her cat around when she's angry, JK. No, that's my sister. She's the one that throws Simba. Picks him up and throws him. Like a softball. Yep, I've seen her do it. Crumple up the cat. I've seen it. right out the front door. I'm kidding. She never did that, but I know, I love Nikki too, Betty Boop, but I'm just trying to come up with an example. Like, if Nikki, because a lot of people know me, be friends with Nikki publicly on YouTube, all of it, right? If Nikki were to say, oh, Justine, crumples up and throws her cat out the door every day, I would feel a need to respond to that. Yeah, don't spoil things for me. Okay, I promise I'm going to get started. In fact, why don't I get started now? It's kind of early, but I'm like, I don't know. I want to get into this because I think it's related to a potato, and maybe that's why I'm already in a bad mood because oh shoot, did I lose the video? I did. Hold on, let me pull it up real fast. Sorry, guys. I know you're all super eager to watch the new Anne Boleyn. I haven't seen it yet. Don't. All right. Oh, my alarm's going off. It's already derailed, but luckily, Jamie said your alarm's about to go off. It sure did. All right. Okay, hang on to it. Let me take mine. Right, exactly. Mom Amy said Justine punched Nick in a potato fight. That's the sort of thing I feel like I would need to respond to. Like, I'm not going to go let Nikki go around all the internet telling me how I smacked him with a bunch of potatoes. That doesn't make sense. But I've also seen a bunch of people I don't know say a bunch of nonsense about me online. So, I don't know. I guess it depends on the situation. I'm just extremely surprised with how quiet Amber has been about this whole thing. I'm going to be honest. So, the Salty Tart said, my guess is she watched The Whale and recreated the scene. This didn't happen. Did you guys see The Whale? I actually really enjoyed it. I watched it with Mert and we loved it. We spent $20 on it, okay? We did, but we split it, so it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. Okay, make sure my chat's up. Sorry, guys. All right, no spoilers about The Whale. Megan hasn't seen it yet. Yeah, okay. So anyway, let's pull this up real fast. So I think the Amber posted, I almost died, ... story time, but it's kind of like, no, I mean, it's kind of like the story of her every day. She doesn't live the healthiest lifestyle, I don't think.
I think the best type of content is when you're uploading all sorts of different types of things, not just vlogs. And I have been doing a lot of...
Let me start this over.
Hey guys,
Hi.
Welcome to a new video. So I have not done a story time. It's been a long time. Might be some years. There might be some years. I used to do story times just randomly in my content. I think
if you guys there's a channel called Lightly Toasted. And they've been telling some story times about dating Amber too.
Type of content is when you're uploading all sorts of different types of things, not just vlogs. And I have been doing a lot of vlogs lately. I kind of want to switch it up. And there is something that happened to me about a month ago that I do want to talk to you guys about. It was something that honestly traumatized me.
Oh my God, there's that trauma word. No, she's no Tara Mongu, Marigold. She's no YouTuber either.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
I understand that everyone has different experiences. I feel like I need to make this disclaimer. Everyone's trauma is different. Some people have been through worse. Some people have been through better. Some people have been through more.
So this is a traumatizing thing. More trauma, Megan said. Is it worse than when is it worse than when the IV came out and there was some blood? Was it worse than? Is it more traumatizing than that? Because I can't handle more than that.
Plus, this isn't a competition. This is just something that I went through that really, really scared me, and I'm sure a lot of other people have gone through as well, but it's not something I've ever gone through or that's ever like happened to me. So it just really scared me and put things into perspective. So if you guys remember,
obviously Amber changed her life right around after whatever happens here.
In one of my last vlogs, I posted this. Something, I have a story time I have to tell you guys actually. Something happened to me. It was about a month ago, and I still like haven't wholeheartedly been able to process it myself. It was kind of scary, and I figured let's talk about it.
So how long ago was that? I don't even remember that. She's a queen, and I don't know. Amber just wants us to worry and wonder about her, I think.
Because a lot of people have reached out to me just wondering if I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. It was just like one standalone incident that happened that kind of has created
tell the story.
A little spot in my mind, in my heart. It has imprinted on me. And yeah, let's get into it.
Well, I you know, it's funny because I've noticed drastic changes on her channel. I wonder what could have possibly preempted all the friggin' radical things that she's done to improve herself. So let's see.
Okay, so Feline and I, we were hanging out with some people. It was in the apartment, and I hadn't ate that day. I know when I say, oh, I haven't ate today yet, people like to say that I'm lying.
No, it's not. You know what it is? I don't know what to say. It's just people eat later in the day all the time. It's just a kind of a normal thing. But for Amber, it seems to be something difficult to do that she needs to talk about. I'm so sorry you had to have a late breakfast, Amber.
True. I'm actually telling the truth, okay? I'm not lying. So I do that a lot where I won't eat for hours, and that is kind of bad. I need to get back.
Wait, you need to get back to what? Eating more? Are you nuts? Who doesn't go a few hours without eating? Who is eating every hour of the day? What is it? So poor Amber didn't eat for 4 hours. Okay, what else?
With that, and I am getting better with that because with weight loss surgery, my dietitian wants me to eat 6 times a day, and that means right when I wake up or around that timeline. One of the times needs to be then, because
Ursinate said, was skipping a meal traumatic? I can't. Right, I know. Strawberry Shortcake said she's a liar. 4,000 calories a day since she's been in the 520s. You aren't going all day without eating, ma'am. Well, guys, apparently she missed breakfast one day and then something horrible happened because of it. Let's see.
Wait a long time to eat, especially hours and hours. When you finally do eat, some people, they either eat too fast, whatever it may be, and you end up eating too much, blah, blah, blah.
Amber ate too much too fast. Get out.
I had woken up that day around 10 a.m. and my first meal wasn't until 7 p.m. I never wait that long, ever. And the only reason why it happened is because we had people over and they weren't hungry. We weren't eating. I don't like eating in front of guests. That's just not something I...
Wait a minute. You had guests from the moment you woke up until 7 p.m.? Did you wake up with guests there? Like, this is confusing. So the dang people kept you from your eating schedule, Amber? Don't they realize you're getting ready for... What kind of guests wouldn't understand that you need to eat frequently because you're getting ready for weight loss surgery? Like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know. If I had a bunch of people come over and they were all hungry and they all wanted burgers, I'm sorry, I'm still going to be vegan, even if they're hungry. Like, I'm going to eat something else. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's just, none of this makes sense. Right, right. Blink said, since when does she not like eating in front of people? So, wait a minute. Hold on. So you put your entire weight journey on hold because you had some friends over? Like you were just like, okay, F what I have to do to get ready for weight loss surgery, F my scheduled eatings, whatever, whatever. It's like, I don't get it. Just because you had friends over. So while the friend was over, you couldn't sip on a protein shake? She's not ready for weight loss surgery. This is my point. Because if she gets weight loss surgery, what happens if Winifred has a few friends over a few weeks later? Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, friends understand you're eating whatever. Like, they understand if you're on a diet or, because they're your friends. What kind of friends side eye you while you're eating a bariatric meal? So because you had friends over, you could only order pizza at 7 p.m.? This doesn't make sense. Right. Well, no, Key Scribbles, apparently the guests weren't hungry, so I guess the guests were just in her apartment, sitting there staring at her, preventing her from eating. Like, this makes no sense. Anyway.
So I had waited
no
a long time to eat. Finally, when I did eat, this was actually around the time I was still doing takeout just a few times a week, which was approved by my dietitian. And I was still slowly trying to get into the habit.
I think the dietitian just kind of gave up.
I'm ordering healthier things.
Like, okay, you want to eat takeout? Go ahead, eat takeout.
When I do get takeout, instead of just like fried foods, bad foods, etc., but I still would have a meal here or there that wasn't the greatest.
I'm sure you were having a meal more often than here and there.
And that day I chose seafood boil. And when I get seafood boil, it has some potatoes.
Wait a minute. Because you had a few friends over, you decided to F off all your weight loss surgery preparation and get a seafood boil? Are you going to be eating seafood boil after your bariatric surgery? Does Amber have any intentions? No, of course she doesn't. I don't know what, like, guys, this is what I'm saying. Like, when I said yesterday that I've been struggling because I like, there's no part of her that wants to get better at all. There's no part. It's more important how she appears in front of guests that are apparently friends. But it was approved by her dietitian. Well, her dietitians, like I said, I don't think they're. I'm lost for words. I don't even know what to say. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. I'm reading the chat.
There's some shrimp, crab, sausage.
Oh, you got all the things, Amber. Like, just, I can't. Hiccuping Duck said, I'm like 7 years post-op and I still can't eat a seafood boil. Right, so I agree, Jamie. So did the dietitian approve a seafood boil after not eating all day? Like, what the She has no actual friends, no offense, but actual friends would be supportive of your bariatric surgery journey. So it's either that or there is no surgery journey and this is all like BS. God knows, I can't.
And as I was eating it, I remember I was watching Jersey Shore Family Vacation. That is a show that Feline and I actually watched together. Actually, I'm the one who got her into it, and it was just a really good episode. We were, just enjoying our night, eating in front of the TV. Feline did not get seafood boil. She actually ended up getting pizza, and we were
so you had a whole seafood boil to yourself. Sounds like you're getting ready for this surgery, Amber.
Enjoying our night, and I have a really bad habit of eating really fast.
Okay.
And I don't.
So these are, guys, I'm done. I'm freaking done. I'm sorry. I'm freaking done. I gotta fill my vape. I'm so freaking done. So have you been working on anything all these months? Anything? So you haven't been working on eating slower. You haven't been working on not getting takeout. You haven't been working on eating all day. Like, what are you doing?
Chew a lot. I need to chew my food more. It's something I have definitely been trying to work on. I take really big bites. Also something else I'm working on. These are things that I am working on.
And Amber eats too big of bites of food. No way.
It's crazy because when my mom came to visit me a couple years ago when I was diagnosed with cancer, I hadn't seen her since.
Yeah, have we seen her since, guys? Have we seen her since? Do you think she treats her mom like she treats her girlfriend's moms? We'll watch that video after this one.
I was 18, so there was 12 years where I hadn't seen her. And just like seeing her as like a sober, amazing woman, and then me just being an adult finally, I saw so much of myself in my mom and vice versa. And she's the same way. She takes big bites. She eats super fast. She doesn't chew that much. Like, we're literally the same in that. So we just thought that was funny and humorous. But there comes a time where that like no longer becomes funny. So I was watching the show and all of a sudden it felt like someone literally took my invisible oxygen cord of life and completely cut it off.
Oh my God, that was so dramatic. That's so dramatic, Amber. So she choked. Yeah, apparently Amber's an adult, Lisa. I know it's the first I've heard this too. I think all right, well, at least she's admitting she took too big of a bite and she was eating too fast, because that's all it is. She's not intentional with anything. She's not even intentional while she's eating. I think she so mindlessly consumes things that it's like she buys without thinking, she bites without thinking, she chews without thinking. It's just, I don't get it. Anyway.
Cut it. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk. I was choking on a very big piece of potato that I literally didn't chew. And I know for a lot of people, this is probably humorous.
Yes.
There's probably going to be memes, drawings about it.
There already is. I've seen them. It's not funny, guys. You've got to take small, but I kind of struggle with the whole swallowing. You guys know sometimes my mouth is full of spit. It's an MS thing. Okay, thank you for... I've never seen a comment about it, so thank you. But I know it's there. But anyway, the part of that is I got to take my time while I'm eating. She just doesn't think. I think she just mindlessly consumes, and that's her issue. And I think that's... I don't know what else to say other than that.
In my lifetime, I can safely say that I have swallowed down the wrong pipe. I have, choked while eating in the sense of like, those types of things.
Right. Oh, I'm sure she's done that a lot. The way that she's describing how she eats, for sure.
That's not choking. That's not choking.
Obviously.
What I went through that day was choking, and Feline saved my life. I couldn't breathe. There was not a single piece of air that escaped me.
Wow, that must have been a real big bite, guys. I know. Blink said she'll never change. Ay, ay, ay. I know. She's being so serious right now. So how has she changed because of this? That's what I'm waiting for. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Jamie. Jamie said, list of excuses for choking. Had guests, so didn't eat all day. Was watching TV, and her mom passed down a no chewing gene. Oh. And she really did bore us with 6 minutes of excuses before telling us what happened.
I couldn't speak. There was...
Oh my God, doesn't sound like a bad thing.
No coughing. There was nothing was happening. It was terrifying. And when I realized what was happening, I started hitting on Feline's arm, going like this. She was like,
guys, I can't. I really don't want to laugh. Like, this is, I'm sorry. Yeah, Petit Pua said, I'm sorry, but that should have been traumatizing enough to motivate her. Or at least to motivate her to eat more intentionally, slowly, chew. First of all, chewing your food very thoroughly is really good for digestion, first of all. So that's reason number one to do it. Second of all, I've just had enough experiences personally with the kind of choking, like she's explaining. Like it can't really go down the wrong pipe, but I've had enough of those. I take small bites now, and I chew really thoroughly, and so should all of you.
Confused. She didn't know what to do. I had no way to communicate to her what was happening. I physically couldn't. It literally, like, that's literally the best way to describe it, is like,
I would have no idea how to save her. I'm being honest. Thank God look, I wouldn't even know where to pump on Amber to get that out.
Someone took, like, the cord of life and just cut it.
Oh, well, you're doing that to yourself, Amber.
And once she realized what was happening, she was trying to get behind me, and I actually...
Thank you, Mafia Man. He said, how did Winifred do the Heimlich maneuver? That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't know what to do. I would be really lost. I would panic. I wouldn't know. I don't know. Plus, I'm not sure if I'm strong enough. Anyway.
All the food ended up spilling all over the floor. Like, my seafood boil, her pizza went all over the floor. As I was, like, not being able to breathe, not being able to communicate, I couldn't talk, couldn't cough. Like, there was physically no way for me to get the food. Must have been a
huge bite.
Dislodged.
I've seen her take huge bites. I know we've seen it together. Like, and at the time reacting, I was probably like, you're gonna choke. You're like, huge bites she takes. And I get it, because you want to get a little bit of everything in a bite, and I totally get it. But you got to keep it small.
My whole body went cold.
Or not Heimlich. What? Yeah, you're right. Who said that? Yeah, S of Matilda. Not the Heimlich. It's called something else when someone's choking. What's that called? I thought it was the Heimlich. I don't know, but my mom saved my sister several times because of big bites.
My body, I started feeling like all over my body, just like needles were going inside of me. And my vision, I started seeing dots and like splotches. And this is the part that, like, I literally would have died without her. I lost control of my bowels and I pooped my pants.
Holy shit.
I was like actually dying. Like, people die of choking every single day, and
yes,
it was honestly terrifying. If she wasn't there, I would have died. And that's like so hard for me to like wrap my head around. So obviously I'm a bigger body, and I don't know if like CPR, Heimlich, whatever it may be, would have worked, but she started beating on my back, like beating. And thankfully, by doing that, I think it dislodged, and I ended up puking out it was like a potato this big.
What the was that doing in your mouth? Well, I'm sorry, I just yelled. Oh no. Oh no. Marigold, I hope you're wrong about that. I don't even know if I want to say that out loud. I don't know. I mean, if she crapped herself, that kind of sounds like she was either dying or scared of it. Or, I mean, geez, she could have. Yeah, that's a big piece of potato. That's like... What was that I'm doing in her friggin' mouth?
Dislodged. It just like went across the room. And I know for a lot of people, this is going to be funny. It's going to be humorous. It's going to be something that people make usernames about and make fun of me about for a long time, but reality is I could have died that day, and
Oh yes,
that's a crazy
that's
way to
a good
go.
point. Not another sock puppet said food is killing her anyway. Cancer didn't make her change. I don't. I mean, maybe this will actually cause her to take smaller bites, though. I will say that. I mean, if it doesn't, then that's frightening because I don't mean to be dark, but that's a common way that people with MS, succumb. It's just the swallowing issues are very common. So I definitely take my time. It's a big. This is gonna sound weird, but it's kind of a reason why I like smoothies because I don't have to worry about that. Anyway,
Choking on a potato. Like in my lifetime, I've always, you swallow water down the wrong pipe, and that pain you feel, like, oh, I went down the wrong tube, or whatever people say. Or like, you swallow wrong and you cough a little bit and you feel like you're choking, or like you didn't chew a chip enough, so it like kind of cuts your.
I don't know. To me, I'm just gonna say it like it is. To me, the whole story kind of sounds like it kind of sounded like God was like, look, food is killing you. But he did it in like a very, like, there's no other way to show how this is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, look, choke gate, Thornback said. I don't know. It didn't stop her from eating some of that Strawberry Hill, though.
Happens.
We saw the pictures of the half-eaten Strawberry Hill stuff that was unwrapped when it came out of the box.
That's not choking, not even close. What happened to me like that night honestly terrified me, and it's like the fact that like everything was cut off.
Yes.
Not being able to breathe, like someone my size, like I can't hold my breath for that long.
So you gotta realize though that you're basically doing that to yourself every day at every meal. Like that's what this incident is meant to show you, that what you're doing is harmful and killing you. That's so. Meow said she's invalidating other people's choking experiences. I gotta ask Mert about her choking experience. She's choked twice that I remember. Once when we were kids, my dad got a piece of kibasi out of her, and then the dog ate it. I remember that. It flew out of her, then the dog ate it. It was so funny. And then she choked on a French fry in this house. That was last year or something. And it was literally no, it wasn't last year. It was several years ago, because it was literally the same day I passed out in the shower. Okay, it was years ago. I'll give her that.
I literally almost passed out, and it's just, I hold like so much gratefulness to Feline. Usually she's very fragile with me, but she was like wailing on my back. And that's the biggest advice I can give to anybody who sees someone my size choking. If you feel like you cannot give them the Heimlich, in between the shoulder blades, with the palm of your hand, beat on it, because it helps dislodge the airways. I really thought I was dying. I was dying. And it was, I just can't even put into words like how terrifying it is.
Yeah, Amina said this story is misdirection 101. I mean, I'm sorry this happened to her and crap. It's just interesting she decides to tell this story now.
Like, it's just, you hear of people dying from choking all the time.
Yes.
And I just...
Yes, I hear about it with... Once again, I hate being dark, I'm sorry. I hear about it with people with MS, and it scares me. It scares me. So
Never.
I try to be the opposite of Amber. I take small bites,
Understood it. And now it's like I get it, and it's scary. And ever since then, I try harder to focus on my food while I'm eating, and I try to chew more, and I haven't ordered takeout as much. That situation actually made me realize, like, me being too big for a Heimlich maneuver, like, I gotta get smaller, I gotta get healthier, and
Yeah, and seafood boil isn't helping you.
need to focus more while I'm eating, and not so much on like the TV or YouTube while I'm eating, and like really truly just like focus on the food.
So what has she been doing over these past couple months? If she hasn't been eating more deliberately, like what is she even doing? Essa Matilde said in all caps, hit people on the back. Do not do the Heimlich unless you're a medical professional. I gotta say, I don't really know. I don't want to like talk about it, but you know, I'm just very surprised that Winifred knew what to do. I wonder if she's been in this position before with a very large person.
Chewing, like I have really sensitive teeth, so I naturally don't want to chew that much.
Okay, that's a problem. If your teeth are so sensitive you can't even chew. Has she been to a dentist? That's a huge... You can't not chew your food because... Oh my god, guys, I can't... Jesus. It's just one thing after another. I can't...
Teeth do hurt, like, depending on what I'm eating. So I've had a lot of teeth issues, especially after my hysterectomy, and like I was obsessed with brushing my teeth for a minute there, but that's like a whole other story. But I have completely messed up my enamel, and that's like hard to fix, almost virtually impossible. A lot of different aspects.
Wait. Has she been... Why is she talking to me about enamel and stuff? Like, has she been to a doctor? Or a dentist? Is she a dentist now? Is she giving dental advice? Can she go 2 seconds without giving it... The guys, I can't. Right, you have money, go fix it. That's saying meow. Like, wait, if you can't even... If your teeth hurt when you chew food, that's not good. Like, you gotta get that taken care of. What's the matter with you? Plus, chewing is so important for digestion. What's the matter with you? I even chew my smoothies.
Next to why I
as best I
choked
can
that day, but there is no excuse because it literally could happen to anybody. And I just think people need to be more careful and just truly pay attention.
She's still, like, she's giving advice. She cannot go one video without getting on a soapbox. She just choked on seafood boil and she's trying to give us life advice.
While they're eating. I know a lot of people like to sit down, have their Netflix on and like eat their food, and they're not really like paying attention. And it's just really, really scary because I actually know someone from when I was 19 who died from choking. And that's like terrifying. It's just really scary.
Okay, well, it didn't actually terrify and scare you because you didn't change how you eat, because you don't act like you were scared just for the video. Like, what's the freaking the matter with her? If it was actually terrifying and scary, then you would have stopped putting whole potatoes in your mouth.
And it is a thing, and I'm just so grateful for Feline, and it's scary, and it was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Because it's like, not only didn't...
You know what it is? I bet that's the real trauma for Amber. Because I've been watching a lot of videos about, I'll just say, people like Amber. I'll just say. And I think probably the worst part of this whole thing was the embarrassment and kind of like the hit to the ego. I think that's what makes it really traumatizing. But probably the same thing with the blood coming out of the IV thing. It just caused people to turn and look at her. So that's probably what's really traumatizing. Oh, Mama Goob is here. Hey. Right. That's what I said to Mama Goob. When was the last time she'd been to the dentist? Like, why aren't you chewing because of your teeth? That's what your teeth are for. So if you can't chew because of your teeth, that's an issue.
Am I fat and you had to beat on my back, but like I choked on a potato and shit my pants and almost like died in front of you? Like, it was traumatizing. I could not stop crying. And Feline just like held on to me, and I held on to her, and it was scary. It was very, very scary. And I'm just very grateful to be here and to be alive and to be breathing and to have another chance.
Oh, geez, that's news to my ears. This whole all of a sudden grateful thing.
Just like trying again and trying again. It's just like ever since that moment, I just have never felt so grateful to be alive. Like, I know I went through cancer. I've gone through several scares, like cellulitis so bad in high school. I almost died. I was hospitalized because it just like wouldn't go away. Like, I have been through some scary situations, but it's like I actually saw life flash before my eyes.
And she saw a seafood boil flash.
When I
Amber, you got to keep living so you can have seafood boil one more time.
could not breathe. I could not speak. And it was just really scary. I just can't stop saying that. I cannot stress
you for
that
sharing,
enough. That
Amber.
it was just terrifying and scary.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah, she's grinning.
I just wanted to share that with you guys because I did mention it. And I just feel...
She's grinning because if we make fun of this, then we're real pieces of crap. In the meantime, Amber insults herself with every decision she makes.
so grateful to just be here to share that. And I'm sure a lot of people
Good.
have gone through things as well where they like saw life flash before their eyes. So I'm sure you guys can relate to the sense of just like being grateful to be here. And I'm going to continue every single day to be grateful.
Okay, so she's going to keep being the lovely, wonderful self that she has been.
Yeah.
Is that why she left those voicemails to Norma? Norma, she was so filled with gratefulness for life and all of that. That's why she demanded a woman that just had surgery for her cancer for money or whatever that was about. Like, what? I can't. Oh my God. Ashley said fake, 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 fake. Gratitude, Lynn. Oh my God. I love getting I feel so much more grateful for my life when I watch her.
I just feel a little emotional talking about it, but
Hey, Jamie.
I just can't help but smile and should just be able to be here. Like, just be here, living and breathing.
Living, breathing, getting Uber Eats.
I love that. So
Good.
that is the end of this video. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging because I know a lot of you were worried. I'm okay.
Okay. What were we worried about again? I forget.
Just a wee bit traumatized. Potatoes, man. Anyways, I'll see you guys by next.
All right, look, she doesn't get to, start hating on potatoes now. I'm so glad she went. When I first heard about this, I thought she was going to be blaming the potato, And she did have a laundry list of things to blame because of this incident, but luckily she did not blame the potato. You guys know I would not accept that for a second. So, all right, let's move on, because the other things that we've been learning with Amber is we've been learning how she's been in previous relationships and specifically how she's gotten along with her ex-girlfriend's moms. So this is, I love this channel. This is from a few days ago, I think. Yeah, 2 days ago. Beanbag in a Curry posted Amberlynn Reed disrespecting all parents of her girlfriends. So this is kind of a jump, but I think I gotta watch this one.
I did not jive well with the foster home that we were in. I felt like I was being like literally mentally abused by this woman. And there was one point that she pushed me down a couple of stairs. So I got really pissed off and I threw her typewriter onto the ground. It was bad. So that night she called my social worker because I told her I did not want to live with her anymore. But for some reason, my brother wanted to stay with her. So from that point on.
So Amber was the only one with a problem with her. That is so surprising.
We got separated for a very long time. I ended up actually going to an all-girls group home.
So her brother stayed there for a very long time? This horrible, terrible woman, apparently.
So someone said, I don't believe you. I don't fucking care.
Verbally? Was she verbally abusive to you?
Oh yeah, she does. Sorry, I'm right here. She does.
Wait, I've never seen this. Casey and his mom being asked if Amber was verbally abusive. Casey is Amber's first ex that we know of.
It's tough.
You can say whatever, Mom. They're asking you to be honest.
Yeah, she talks a bunch of shit. But then in the same time, she would say that she was, grateful and, her mom was never there and her dad was never there and their parents were on drugs.
My mom's boyfriend and Amber didn't get along. There was a lot of fights. I defended Amber. I defended her fully, without a second thought.
So Amber's getting in fights. I've seen this video that Casey made, but I haven't watched it in such a long time. Amber was getting in fights with Casey's mom's boyfriend. Why? Why she have problems with everybody?
Does she say that? No. Does she say how I defended her against everything else that was put her way? How I lost friends over defending her ways? No. Why? Because she wants to play victim.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not supposed to say you regret anything, but I do regret that relationship. Full-heartedly, immensely, because of everything that happened in it.
Right, and that's kind of why, you know what? I know everybody wants Becky to spill the tea, but I really feel like it might be in Becky's best interest to, move on, because I can't imagine what Becky's been through. And maybe Becky will talk when she's ready. We didn't hear from Casey until, he wasn't ready to talk until, years later, so we'll see.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a good point. What's her name said it's because she has a problem with authority figures. Well, we can see that now. Just, she struggles to follow a weight loss program put together by a doctor.
cared about each other at one point. But I don't even care to even be her friend.
Oh, I bet.
So Crystal texted her parents, kind of just letting them know I love you. And stuff like that,
Yeah.
And Crystal's dad said he loved me too. So I thought it was sweet. And I've told him before, you know how people get upset with each other and they're in like humongous arguments? Let me take a pause. Let me stop for a second. You know how when people are like in an argument and they're like, blah, 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 I hate you.
No, I don't. I typically don't. No, I don't know.
It's happened with me. That's how I get sometimes. And I have argued with Crystal's parents before. I'm not gonna lie.
That is messed up. She was living under their roof and getting money from them. Like, that's so messed up. You know what the issue is here? I'll tell you what the issue is. And this I kind of do know something about. Typically in a household, you guys, I don't know if you guys have the same experience. This is mine. But from what I've noticed in life, it's like in a household, there's a woman of the kitchen. Okay? The mom, the matriarch, the whatever. Now, that matriarch does not necessarily like, their kitchen being messed with. Okay? It's a typical thing. Now, I imagine Amber being in that kitchen often. I'm just saying. That sounds, I could be jumping to conclusions, but I bet Amber was in that kitchen often. Okay? You gotta respect the kitchen. If it's not your kitchen, it's not your kitchen. You don't get to move in because you're the girlfriend and now you want to take over the kitchen. I really imagine Amber just being like weird and possessive with food and stuff and just causing arguments about random food items in the fridge. I totally imagine it. Do you remember how Amber was when Becky had a bowl of I forget what that cereal was. Amber's like, "What cereal is that?" Like, I bet she's like that all the time. And yeah, anyway. I'm not sure who's the mom of the kitchen of this house because there's 3 of us. But we all we all pitch in with the kitchen and keep it clean.
Has happened, but in the midst of those arguments and at the end of those arguments, I break down and I cry and I tell Crystal's dad that he's like, you know, a father to me. So
oh my God. Yes, so she argues over something stupid, probably over a Ben and Jerry's in the freezer. She's starting an argument. And then after the argument, she starts crying and manipulating. This is so transparent. Cereal Gate shows up in my nightmares. Whenever I see that, I die laughing.
Sorry, now I'm getting emotional again. And he's never said that before, so. Yeah, anyways.
We'll never know the truth of what happened in Crystal's apartment. We'll never know. So
it's also around the time my mom and Amber Lynn start getting into a lot of spats about stuff.
Where did Pookie come from? I know who Pookie is, but why did we start calling Amber Pookie? Can someone let me know in the chat? Because I'm out of the loop.
They started arguing quite a bit. Amber Lynn's she's very set in her way or no way kind of deal. I don't know. That's just she doesn't care, like, if she disrespects you, basically. Like, she really just does not care to have respect.
Jesus.
Like, we were at my mom's house living with her, and she still was, you know, like, I don't know, if it had been the other way around, I was not going to try to argue with her mom, you know, like, it was like a respecting your elders kind of thing.
It's weird. That's I can't imagine fighting with my friend's parents. I got nothing.
Even though you're not a child, you should still respect your elders.
No.
As far as I know, because Amber Lynn, I guess, starts talking about her childhood a lot right here.
It's not even about, it's respecting, like, if you're visiting someone's house. It's not even like an elders thing. It's like, I don't know, I'm not gonna, I can't imagine fighting with my boyfriend's parents and, like, over what? Okay, Petit Pua said, Dusty called her Pookie and she stormed off. No. Okay.
As far as I know, I don't know if she lied about anything that happened in her childhood. I don't know why she would lie about that kind of stuff. But, I mean, you don't know. And then I feel like that's a lot of her problems. You know, like, my mom tells her this at one point. She's like, you focus too much on the past. You blame the past for everything that's happening to you now. And you're not moving on from it. And I feel like that's still a big part of what's going on with her now. Like,
right.
She's still focused on what all has happened in the past, and she's not moving forward.
Right.
Her and my mom started arguing back and forth.
See, the thing is that a lot of people have had messed up childhoods, right? It's not that... I'm not saying that Amber had an easy... Of course, I'm sure she had a very difficult childhood, but, you know, a lot of people do. And, you know, you gotta move on.
My mom ended up getting physical with Amber Lynn. That's where the K-cup holder comes back.
The K-cup holder, right, it was kitchen related. She was probably sick of Amber being in the kitchen. Guys, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you don't, like, when you have a kid, when you're a mom and you have a kitchen and you've had that kitchen for 20, 30 years, you don't want to start, like, sharing it with a food obsessed, you know, who the heck is this adult woman that moves in. It's weird.
I think they're kind of slapping around at each other, and my mom, that K-cup holder was sitting on the stairs for us to take upstairs or whatever. My mom came back with it and hit her over the head with it. It was...
Why was it at the bottom of the stairs? That's waiting for... You know, I remember watching this, and I don't know if I said it when I reacted, but that's like, you're asking for someone to trip when they fall down the stairs. Like, why is that at the bottom of the stairs? She was probably sick of random crap being placed in random places in her apartment. That too. It was probably a mess in there. Like, what the F was that doing there? Put it where it belongs. So there's that too.
It's very traumatizing for me, honestly. It was. I was freaking out.
You know, and I just want to tell you, that Aunt Tammy, if you're listening still, that the people who say they like you, they don't really like you. They're liking the drama, and you're giving it to them.
Well, wait a minute. That's not fair, Amber, because Aunt Tammy doesn't have like a... I can't say I like Aunt Tammy because she doesn't make videos that I know of. Okay, these are screenshots. Tammy said no. As far as I had heard and seen in her videos, she said I left her because she was fat, which was not true. My mother, her grandmother, did kick her out because she caused a lot of problems and was very disrespectful and unappreciative. I have my own reasons why I do not communicate with her any longer, but include a lot of the same reasons as to why she was kicked out by her grandma. I believe it. Amber was probably annoying in that kitchen too. Then she said, I tried for a very long time to be a quote mother figure aunt to her, but she made it impossible. Yes, she was very rude and disrespectful, and I have every text we have ever had. From beginning of time, I just can't do it anymore. She's a liar, a manipulator, and always the victim. I've caught her and confronted her on several lies, and finally enough was enough. My heart hurts over it, but without the constant drama she brings, my life is a lot more peaceful. It takes a toll on you after a while. God, the things I could share, but it's pointless. She needs help. I tried. Okay, so that's Aunt Tammy T.
And it's just frustrating.
Oh my God. I'm turning this up.
I'm tired of not being appreciated when I try to help you the best that I can. And it's just frustrating. This whole situation is super frustrating.
Talking to Becky's mom,
and I
right after
just
she
kind of
had
wanted
her
to
surgery. I'm going to put it out there how Amberlynn really treated Becky's mom. Don't let her fool everyone, please.
Oh no.
I am not trying to argue with you. That is the last thing I want to do since you just got out of surgery. I don't want to cause any more stress onto you, onto Becky, onto anyone in your family, onto myself.
Why were you causing any stress during this time? She's freaking getting surgery. I can't. This is like... Do you guys remember when these came out? This was a tough time.
Because that's just not going to fix anything. I am just tired of the added drama onto my YouTube. And I'm tired of not being appreciated when I try to help you the best that I can. And it's just frustrating. This whole situation is super frustrating. And I finally just kind of wanted to speak upon the situation.
Like, this was... She left that, like, not long before she died.
So she...
Oh, her mask is completely off. Melted Butter Princess. This is...
wanted to speak on a situation that became about her when Norma had just got out of surgery.
Wow. That's... Those were two great videos. Well, that was one great video. Oh, let's see. Right. Betty Boop said, I'm tired. My YouTube. Like, why are you making this about you? She just said, why don't you just say, hey, I hope the surgery went good. And that's it. Like, what was this even about, that voicemail? You know what? I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole again. That was a hard, yeah, that was hard. Very hard. Right? Lightning Bug said, I wonder if she will run the whole pod in jail someday. Probably. I don't know. Becky needs to... I know everybody wants her to spill tea, but I don't know, guys. I mean, this is... yeah, like... Anyway, so back to my point. None of these things are okay in a relationship, in my opinion. Yeah, Jamie said, I can't imagine ever even thinking about doing this. I don't know why I couldn't have waited, whatever that was about, that voicemail. Maybe that's what it is. Megan said I've always avoided conflicts, but Amber seems to seek it out. I think it's because Amber gets offended easily. I don't know. Okay, I would be here for Eric and Ricky afternoon tea too, Hickam Duck. I'm not gonna lie, that they need to speak out. Poor Becky, you know, yeah, but Ricky and Eric, that would be something I would watch and stream for sure. Yeah, I think so too, Mama Goob. That's why I've been struggling the past couple days. I'm like, what am I doing reacting to this? I'm like, this might not be good for me too. Oh, Megan, I would die to watch that. All right, guys, I gotta hang up because I have to pee. So, let's see. It is. I know I said last weekend that I'll have a member thing this weekend, but this time I really will. I promise. So make sure that your notifications are on. And other than that, I guess I'll be live Monday for the Cozy Monday stream at 1 p.m. Eastern. So, I will see you guys then. Oh, me too, Stephanie, for sure. I would pay big bucks for that video. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you very soon. Bye, everybody.